Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the Today Show. Now, we had a very insightful start there with Sheikh Khalid, but now we have some amazing guests for you in this segment. Now, we have optometrists Yasser and Adil Yusuf from Eyecare Express. They have an independent opticians in the heart of Woodford Green who offer a personalised eye care service to all. They pride themselves on offering the highest standards of eye care service along with an individualised plan for each and every patient. Yasser and Adil Yusuf, welcome to Islam Channel.
Assalamu alaikum.
Pleasure to have you. I'm intrigued about this personalised service. What does that mean? My eyes get a special care. What does that mean, a personalised service?
Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah. Yes, it's a personalised. Everybody has personalised eyes. I mean, the eye is like a fingerprint, the retina, the iris. We all have our own unique identity.
Yes.
So everybody who walks in to our store, no matter your age, your colour, your ethnicity, doesn't matter who you are, your eyes are unique to you. So we would do a personalised eye examination.
Yes.
And that's almost to every degree. So when we look at glasses and spectacles, we would accurately get this to that degree. And 360 degrees, so we're talking, quite a high precision.
Right.
And then looking at the blood vessels, that's again another personalised examination.
Right.
We can detect so many eye diseases, blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes.
Really?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, just by looking at the eyes. Alhamdulillah,
wow.
that's
It's
amazing.
not just an eye check, but it's also a health check.
Right.
Because all those cardiovascular diseases that is rampant in our Asian community in particular, we can detect quite early on. So often we'll liaise with GPs and they'll throw a few questions to us. So has this patient got any diabetic retinopathy, what we call damage on the retina? And we will liaise with them such to give the individual the best service.
This is quite, I've got to admit, this is a bombshell for me because I just thought of as an optometrist, if I'm struggling to read, I'll go get my eyes tested. They may say, I expect them to say my eyes aren't perfect. I'm over 40 now, glasses. But there's a whole host. I mean, if you're saying from here, you can tell if I've got cholesterol issues or diabetes issues. I didn't realise that's quite a significant thing.
Absolutely. I mean, the amazing thing about the eye is that black part, what we call the pupil, is an open window to access to one's blood vessels. So if one can see one's blood vessels in the eye, that's a reflection of their blood vessels around the body.
Right.
And it's actually the only part of the body where you can non-invasively assess the blood vessels without cutting in. So it gives us a lot of valuable information. And we as experienced optometrists like to do our full part in ensuring that the individual's overall health is also being looked at.
Oh, mashallah. They say the eye is the window to the soul.
Yes.
And that's a beautiful kind of quote, a beautiful saying. So we can detect a lot, just as Adil said. There's so much there behind the pupil, behind the eye, the retina, the layers of the retina can even detect early signs of dementia. So an eye examination isn't just about spectacles.
Yes.
We've got our little slogan: see better, look better, and feel better. Feel better.
Right.
So walking into our store, hopefully you'll leave feeling extra special, and our examinations we try or we think are a bit more superior. We have some of the latest and smartest scanning machines.
Right.
So alhamdulillah, we
I
can
might
do
need
that.
to pay you gents a visit in that
Absolutely.
case.
Please do, bismillah.
But there's one thing that I really need to cure for, and I think all the brothers will agree with this. You know that stare that the wife gives you when you've done something wrong and she looks at you. That's it, it's that look, you've got it.
You can tell I've got a lot of it.
How do we get rid of that? Is there a cure for that?
A mirror.
Good answer.
I like that, mashallah. No, mashallah, you've been doing some amazing work. So what we're going to do for the benefit of our viewers at home, we're just going to show them some of the great work that our brothers have been doing. Take a look at this.
Eyecare Express has been nominated for the Ilford Best New Business and Retail Business of the Year, along with Redbridge Business of the Year Awards. We are ever so grateful for the nominations and thank the local community for the encouragement and support. It's been an absolute pleasure to serve you and we hope to continue to do this. It would be wonderful if you could nominate us for these awards. We thank you once again for your kindness and we hope to see you soon. For further information, please visit our website at eyecareexpress.co.uk.
There you go, eyecareexpress.co.uk. That's where you need to go. Book yourself an appointment, get your eyes tested, And, like you said, there's a lot of things that we can
Absolutely.
check from the eyes, and that's news to me, and I'm sure news to a lot of our viewers here today as well. So do get that done. Now, the one thing I'm really intrigued about, both of you, of course, brothers.
Absolutely.
Both of you have followed the stereotype. Congratulations. We're going to become doctors, dentists. But both of you into optometry.
That's correct,
So obviously, I know you're the eldest, right?
I am the oldest, yes.
So was it a case of you started and you were inspired?
Absolutely, I just followed in his footsteps, and as I've said many a time, he passed down his homework, I copied it, and it was A stars all the way through.
I don't know about A-stars, but alhamdulillah. No, it's been an absolute inspiration. Adil's been an inspiration to me. From the times, I've gone in to work and I've oh no, not this again. Mashallah, he's come along and said, hey, come on, let's get going. So we both worked.
We bounce off each other.
Yeah. And the fact that your brothers doesn't, because you always have that sibling rivalry. You don't start wrestling.
No. In fact, it's the absolute opposite.
Right.
We've been in practice for just shy of 40 years between us, and we worked for all the big high street chains. And we just knocked our heads together and said one day we need to work with each other because we know how each other work and we can bounce off each other's knowledge. And so we walk into office and we have a fantastic time. We really get on well.
Now, one of the great things that you gents are doing now, of course, one is serving the community, which is through the optometrist and, of course, like you say, looking to the eyes, consulting with the GPs, etc. But one project that you guys have done, which is phenomenal, is you're essentially repurposing glasses, right? Tell us a bit more about that, Yasser. Bismillah, go ahead.
So alhamdulillah, what we've been doing is we've had a little social media campaign where we've asked people, especially the locals, all of their old unused or used glasses that they don't really need, some of them could be tattered to bits or something, just bring them in to our store. We've got a little box in the corner and we'll reuse it. So what we're doing is we just got back from Niger in Africa, where we took all those glasses, all those spectacles. There was over 1,000 of them we took.
Wow.
So it was a lot, suitcases of them. Right. And mashallah, Dil really distributed it to all the needy in Africa. And inshallah, in November, we're planning another trip there. So we will be collecting again. So again, we'll most probably do another social media campaign. Again, you guys are helping us in this as well. So feel free to drop your old glasses. Absolutely. And we'll definitely send them away to good use.
You don't really think about that, right? That I suppose eyes gradually deteriorate anyway. So once you've had the eye test, you've now been prescribed another, maybe a stronger lens. So the previous one, because it's like you say, it's for your eyes. People probably just discard them, right? They probably just throw them away. So you found a way to say, well, actually, here's where we can put it to good use. Absolutely. Because the lens is still working. It's not that it's become defunct, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the glasses come in. We do a quick quality control check.
Right.
We give it a tidy up, a clean, add a cloth, put it in a nice case, and then that's then transported off to Africa, where, really a pair of spectacles, I was told out there, is costing, especially in Nigeria where we've come, it was costing in the region of $75. Right. Now, if you imagine, Nigeria is the 5th poorest country in the world. Some people were travelling for miles and miles. In fact, we heard of one story where a young lady, she travelled across countries to come and access that facility, whereby a cataract operation was being done and then glasses were being prescribed, all with the aid of Muntada Aid, all in association with Muntada Aid, UK-based charity who are doing fantastic works out there. They've carried out in the region of 4,000 operations so far. So we're really glad that we can work with them and bring our expertise on board.
Oh, mashallah, that sounds fantastic. Like you say, you're giving people their sight back, essentially.
Absolutely, a gift of sight, absolutely. Yeah. And, I'll always remember an old uncle, I think he was in his mid-60s, and he came in and he was a Quran and Arabic teacher. And everything looked hunky-dory. He walked in as per normal. We got testing, and I was shocked to see his prescription and to think that he's been like that for the last 10 years. And how on earth would he be able to teach someone Quran? Would he be able to write when he could barely walk up the stairs based upon his prescription? So, it can really, really go a long way in Africa.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'm guessing the actual cost of the lens isn't that expensive, right? So if we're saying $75 over there, it's just because the supply isn't there, I guess.
That's correct.
Absolutely. I mean, they don't have the facilities. That's they're on the very, very, very low poverty-stricken line, and so I suppose like anything, Eyecare is then pushed to a side when you've got the choice between putting food on the table and providing for your family's eyesight. naturally everybody's looking for would
And of
take
course,
that
I
option.
mean, you gents started this initiative, and it's from, like you said, it's your own business that has started this. We see a lot of adverts from huge chains. I mean, is there a chance that they? I mean, obviously you can't speak on their behalf, but
Absolutely.
it'd be good if they got involved with you guys on something like this, surely.
Absolutely. I mean, we'd welcome any of those big multiples, most of whom we've worked for,
Yes.
to come on board and aid us, and we would just as equally work with them
Yeah.
if they are running charities. So, the idea is, I suppose, you plant the seed of goodness and let it grow. And we're just trying to plant that seed of goodness. It all started actually in Ramadan,
Right.
where we were looking and thinking, so many customers are coming in and they're just turning away and walking out because they couldn't simply afford that basic £30 for an eye test,
Yes.
£30, £40, which is what an average eye test costs nowadays. So that's when we decided to do a local initiative whereby we provide free eye tests and free glasses as well
Right.
for basically those that are financially struggling.
Right.
And so that's where it all started. So we started locally, and slowly we're going to move national, and we've already moved to the international stage. So we really want to, it gives us great happiness, and we genuinely believe in our heart of hearts that no amount of charity will ever decrease our wealth. So we believe we win in this life, and the next, we're happy.
No, absolutely. And Trippy, that's a valid point. There's something I did want to ask you was about costs here for people, right? Because, of course, we are taking care of people around the world. But there are a lot of people here who are struggling.
Absolutely.
And so for them to, even pay for the test, forget the test, then buying the glasses.
Absolutely.
Because, that can go into, hundreds of pounds at times, right?
Yeah, but alhamdulillah, again, as Adil said, from the Ramadan gone, we've got this initiative, and it's still going.
Yeah.
It's still going. So we've got it going every Thursday between 10 and 2. That's 4 hours a week.
Right.
We see around 5 customers who come in on a first come first serve basis. Actually, this was featured on the BBC, so the BBC came to actually interview this particular project and this initiative that we're doing. And yeah, it's still running. It's still every Thursday. We've got people coming in. We do a thorough eye examination, no compromise on the eye examination, and then we give them a free pair of glasses, and they can walk out there. So, alhamdulillah. So it does make a massive difference. We've had people who've never driven a car. They haven't passed the exam. They're worried. Put the glasses on. Alhamdulillah. It's a life-changing experience. So that enables them to get to work, and it just starts their ball rolling. So
And
alhamdulillah.
charity starts at home. So we decided, we would start here, see how it goes, and slowly grow. And so that was the first of many.
No, mashallah, mashallah. And I've got to ask, of course, you've been on BBC, now you're on Islam Channel. Which one's the better one? No pressure.
Islam Channel by far.
It wins hands down every day.
Alhamdulillah.
We'll take that. Flattery gets you everywhere on this channel.
By far.
No, but I can imagine that would have been quite a feat, right? BBC comes, they film for a whole day, and you're featured on, I guess, on the local news.
Correct, yeah.
And I think that's probably, did that then lead to, because I know you've been nominated for awards now, right? So has this all contributed towards that?
Alhamdulillah. All contributed from there, but our intention was nothing to do. Our intention was to give back to the community that gave to us. It was a charity. I mean, we've been brought up, again, we are brothers, we've been brought up by our lovely mother who taught us no matter how much, and father as well, I should say,
Mashallah, yes.
no matter how much charity you give, it will never decrease your wealth.
Yeah.
And the happiest person is not the person who gets more, it's the one who gives more, it's the one who gives. So, alhamdulillah, we've always been that kind of, having that kind of motive and that kind of idea to always give. And that's where it started from, alhamdulillah. It's kind of blossomed into different kind of ways, but alhamdulillah, it's amazing.
Well, look, I want to sign up already. So for my own personal benefit, but also for the benefit of our viewers at home, if they do want to come for an eye test, visit you gents in Woodford, how did they do that? Where did they go?
So we're 92 Snakes Lane East in Woodford Green, IG87HX, 0203 731 5871. We've got a website, eyecearexpress.co.uk. But we've also had to go down the avenue of all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You name it, we're on it now. So do watch it, do subscribe, do support us. And inshallah, all the rewards, etc., will be bounced back to you guys as well. And so, alhamdulillah. And don't forget du'as. Du'as are the most important thing. And hence, Islam Channel wins by far. Keep making du'a.
And not just that, we also remind our viewers that if you have got an old pair of glasses,
Absolutely.
come and do that in the next drive, I think, isn't
Yeah,
it?
we're hoping to make that next trip in November. So you've got a window of about 7 weeks to catch catch the glasses before they fly out. And, you never know, we might take videos of those people who have donated, and you'll see your own glasses on another person thousands of miles away on their face, putting a smile.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yasser, Adil, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure having you.
Likewise.
And hopefully I'll see you again soon when I visit you for my eye test.
Absolutely.
Jazakallah.
Thank you so much.
What inspirational guest, inspirational story. Like, if you do have an old pair of glasses, let's repurpose them and get your eyesight tested as well. I know I do. I struggle to read at times. Anyway, look, folks, we're off for another quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got a bit of a giveaway coming for you. See you on the other side of this.